about a year now to talk about his journey from a student to a student ambassador to a student scholar. He's going to tell you how he did it, and I'm sure he will entertain questions when he finishes. So, Ben, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ben Osborn, and I am a student ambassador. I've been here working in transfer and career services since January, and but my journey started before that. I'm 50 years old. I'm an older student, and my journey started when I was 18, and I tried college once. I wasn't a very good student, so I stopped and went into another career as a machinist and an engineer for years. It was all self-taught. And then I decided I wanted to do a career change, so I came back to school here at Los Medanos, and I did a semester here, and I asked one of my professors, was like, hey, I need a job. I'm in between jobs right now, and he said, sure, I'm gonna introduce you to this guy. So, and then I went and met Reggie, and he introduced me to Handshake, and I got on Handshake, and I applied for the student ambassadorship, and before I know it, I was called in for a job interview, and I got the job. So I came to the desk over here at the Transfer and Career Services, and I didn't know nothing about transferring nothing at all. So I shadowed some of the senior ambassadors, and they taught me a lot of stuff, and I kind of just dug into the website, and I found out that most of my questions that I needed to answer were on our website. So usually, if there's anything that you need to, any questions you might have, 90% of your questions can be answered on our website. And if they're not, you can always come to our desk and ask one of us. I'm always happy to help. I'm usually here in the morning times. So one of the things that you might be interested to know is that when you get close to graduating, you have to apply. You have to ask if you can graduate. And if you don't, you will not graduate. They will not let you walk on stage. And there's a deadline. You have to apply for your graduation before May 1st. And there's a paper, there's a form that you fill out, you turn it into the college, and that way they know that you're graduating. You know, you could show up on graduation and be like, hey, I'm here to graduate. If you did not fill out that form, you're not going to walk on stage, and you probably will miss out on something great, very special in your life. So, and another thing that we also offer here is the CSU Transfer Portal Planners, and that's something that I highly encourage that you guys get involved with if you have any questions about that, because that has been immensely helpful in my educational journey. It has allowed me to focus on my goals and choose a precise plan on how I was going to achieve those goals. Because without that, I probably would have taken classes that I did not need. It actually turned out that I was, even though I'm not going to talk bad about the academic advisors over here, but they missed a class and were trying to make me retake it. And through perseverance and research, I found out that in the past, 20 years ago when I was a student, that I'd already taken that class and it still qualified to transfer to my four-year university, which I'm planning on going to UC Berkeley. So Berkeley has reached out to me and decided that they are going to give me a scholarship to go there. So I've decided that I will go to Berkeley instead of Oregon. And that was all because of transfer and career. It helped me out. So if you guys have any questions about any of the opportunities that you guys can get here, just please ask, and I'll be like to answer anything. No?
You have questions?
Yes, please ask.
Of your paper.
Oh, yes.
Of the different departments, do you want to ask more about the Transfer Academy? You heard the story of Ivan from our previous presentation. He had said that he missed that community that the Transfer Academy provided. Do you want to know more information about how to get together with Counselor Reyes, who's if I understand it, the primary counselor that oversees?
So yeah, he's our counselor for the Transfer Academy. I'm not in the Transfer Academy because I am not a first-year student, obviously, but our first-year students can sign up for that. That's mainly for directly out of high school?
It's like similar to Puente.
Similar to Puente?
Yeah.
It's a learning community, basically,
Yes.
like Puente.
Yeah, and it helps you get on track, so you can like get in and get out in 2 years, get your whatever school your dream school. So everybody's got a dream school that they want to go to. Most students do anyways. And if you don't know what your dream school is, then come over to Transfer and Career and we will help you find a dream school, for sure.
Or take advantage of one of the college tours that they offer. You wanna ask Ben about his experience getting a job. How did he go about getting a job here on campus? How does it fit into his class schedule? Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
You have
This is your
questions.
chance.
And the only.
So I would like to answer those questions actually, because, when I got here, I didn't have any work and I knew that I needed to find some job to supplement, you know, the income that I wasn't bringing in, cause I needed to pay my rent. So that's what I did. I asked one of the professors and they were like, oh, here. They took me to Reggie, and like I said, he introduced me to Handshake, filled out Handshake, and then Handshake, they had offered jobs, and then that tied into like, oh, well, what's your schedule? He was asking me my schedule. Oh, well, this is my schedule. So he specifically designed a work schedule around my classes to make sure that I was able to not only get my 20 hours a weekend, because when you're a student here, you can only work 20 hours a week. But he also made sure that if like, sometimes classes get overwhelming, and if you take 17 units in a semester like I did, you go, hey, Reggie, I need to back up on my hours a little bit. No problem. He was like, all right, we'll redo it. You talk to another student ambassador, and they will pick up the hours that you don't want to work anymore. They're always wanting to take your hours. It isn't, yeah, they headhunt your hours. So, and then, yeah, so it's really flexible here is what I'm trying to say. Yes.
When did you apply for job here?
So I believe I applied in November and I interviewed in December and I was hired in January. Yes.
Do you offer jobs for ESL students?
Oh, yeah.
The English is no.
We have jobs, about every department on this campus has student employment jobs, and they work with you. The main thing that we emphasize is you are a student first and a worker or ambassador second. Your studies come first. So your employer on campus will, like Ben said, we work with students. Sometimes it's difficult with the schedule, but that's okay. That's why I get the small bucks, you know, to putting the schedule together so students can go to class. They can either go to class, then come to work, or come to work, then go to class. I try to be as flexible as I can, because I understand you're here to learn and to better yourself. So I do everything that I can, like all the other employers do. They will bend over backwards for their schedule. I know I do, and I'm sure they do the same thing to help you with your job. Did that answer your question?
Another thing I would like to add is they can find a job where you could tutor and are you Spanish speaking? Yeah, so they might place you in a tutoring department to tutor somebody like me who's gonna take Spanish next semester, right? So I know that I'm more likely gonna need a tutor. So that's what they would do, is they would place you in a job like that where you could go in and help tutor the Spanish class.
Just to dovetail on what Ben's talking about, we have peer tutors. ESO, we have, I want to say about 3 or 4 that work in the Center of Academic Support, the space that Ben is talking about.
Yeah.
So you, as you advance in our program, as you become enrolled in the intermediate and in the advanced classes, or even graduate from our program, you can become a peer tutor where you're tutoring other ESL students.
Yeah.
In writing, in vocabulary, reading, pronunciation.
Teach them how to learn English the same way that you did.
Yeah. We have a lot of students that have taken advantage of that opportunity. And what a great opportunity to give back to the community that's given so much to you.
That was a question right here.
Yeah, what do you study?
I'm a sociology major, and I specifically focus on addiction studies. Back here?
If in my country I study university cater, can I apply for a job with the help you?
With the what?
One more time, repeat.
If in my country I study university cater, can I apply for a job with the help of you?
So
Doing catering, you get catering?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah, we can. Pero es like, ¿qué hiciste en tu trabajo? ¿Ellos quieren como comida?
No, estudié ingeniería en sistemas computacionales, pero quisiera saber si puedo revalidar con algún sistema.
I'm not too sure about that.
We don't,
Eso
now,
no, yeah, you don't help with international evaluations of university stuff.
we do, admission records does
That's what I'm saying,
that.
admissions, not you guys.
Yeah, oh, no, we
That's
don't,
what he's
no.
asking, do you guys?
Oh,
help
no,
with
we
that?
don't, I'm sorry, no, we don't do that, but A&R does it, they do it all the time, they've got a person that's dedicated to doing that, so that's not a problem.
Circle back, yeah, and counseling, we talked about that a little bit in counseling, right?
Yeah,
That might-
you talked to me about that as well, yeah.
Any other questions? Well, thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you, Ben.
All right.
Here's for Ben. Okay, I think I stayed.